Yeah. Hello, and welcome to anybody that's listening. I don't know if this is going to be a full episode or if this is just going to be like a short episode or a trailer episode. I'm not sure. What this episode is about, though, is it's about the lost episode. And you're asking yourself, well, what's the lost episode? Well, let me tell you what. This would be episode 13. And I know I haven't posted an episode in like a week or two. And the main reason behind that is because I did a excellent and wonderful fucking podcast with my friend Andy Salas, aka Salas from Lennys Locos. One of my really good friends. We did like the best podcast I've ever done on this show. One of them. I'm not discrediting everybody I've fucking interviewed because I love you all and I appreciate you all coming on the show. To anybody that's listening that was once here, but it was just like it was a really fun episode. Me and him were goofing around, and it was just a super long episode of us just joking back and forth. I thought it was a really funny episode. I thought a lot of people would have really liked it, but. So what happened is, I guess, there wasn't enough space on my computer. And after we get done recording it and I go to save it as I'm exiting out, none of it gets saved. And only a small section of that interview got saved. So, I lost it. I lost 3 hours worth of content. Pretty much, if that was anybody else, I would have been even more upset. But, I was extremely mad for a while. It really bummed me the fuck out. Just because, we're not going to be able to replicate that podcast, even whenever me and him do another podcast, which will be fairly soon, sometime this coming month. But we're not going to be able to replicate that exact same podcast. And that's a shame because it was so fucking funny. It was hilarious. We were saying a bunch of goofy things. And it was just crazy in here. I'll just tell you this. There's a cup of piss still sitting on my fucking bookshelf because I didn't trust that motherfucker. But, that's all the context I'm going to give you, and maybe we'll talk about it in the next episode, which will be the first episode with him. But, well, I guess not, because there's the small little tidbit that I'm going to play at the end of whenever I finish this little thing. But anyway, so, yeah, we lost that, and that frustrated me for a while. I'm just working on keeping space and just fucking having room for things and a place to put them digitally, because I don't want to lose another goddamn episode, especially if it's going to be like fucking 3 hours worth of content. Because one, that's just unfair to the person that spent their whole fucking 3 hours with me and did that shit. Like I said, if it was anybody else, I would have been way more upset because I would have felt like an asshole. But because it was one of my really close friends, it wasn't such a big deal because I always see that guy. So, but hopefully, soon I can get into a routine. I'm trying to do such a thing, at least 3 to 4 episodes a month. That's, what I'm aiming for. Three at least, Even if I'm sitting in my office talking by myself. I do another podcast, but that's neither here nor there right at this current moment that I'm talking, because that's not what this episode's about. This episode's about the lost episode. and about how, it's July now. It's July. My busy month is over. I traveled so much last month. I was in Fresno, California for a while. Well, for a week. Or not even for a week. For a fucking night. And then I was in Flagstaff for a few days. And I just got back from Las Vegas. I was shooting some footage for my very close compadres and, well, for my very close friends. I don't know if compadres is the right word to do right there. I'm not a white man. I swear, I'm only half. I can still speak Mexican languages. God, that sounds fucking terrible. I'm half Mexican. To all you who do not know who I am. Half white, half Mexican. I don't know how race got involved with anything because I started butchering a Hispanic accent, but I'm fucking Hispanic, bro. Or gal, or dude, or dudette. See, that's how it is. You just gotta address everyone. And that's who I am, even if I do specifically specify things. This has gotten out of hand. Anyway, I just got back from Vegas. I was shooting for Los Lennys Locos, a rap duo that I work hand in hand with. They fucking killed it. They performed at the Box. It was a really dope ass thing. It was a dope ass venue. Pretty it's a really cool venue. It just seems like they just need to get the word out more, and they still have a few more touches that they need to add to it. But in the long run, I think that place is going to be pretty fucking awesome. So, check that shit out. Don't check what out. You're asking. Check what out. I'm sorry. It's fucking 8:29 in the morning. I've had a long weekend. I'm a little bit off. Okay, the last podcast I did fucking crashed. Well, at least this last podcast I did for this show crashed on me. God damn, I'm tired. Fuck. Okay, like I said, I didn't know if this was going to be a short episode or what. This will probably just be a trailer or a bonus. It'll be a bonus. This will be a bonus episode. Yeah. The lost episode information. That's going to be the title of it. You already knew that because you clicked on it, and now you're listening to it. All right. I'm going to not give you any context about what me and Salas were talking about. No, I will. I'll give you some context before I play the clip that I'm about to play. All right. I was saying earlier, check it out, but there's nothing to check out yet. I've got some video editing to do, and hopefully, a new Los Lennys Locos music video will be coming out fairly soon. That'd be pretty tight, wouldn't it? It'd be pretty tight if you would check them out. It'd be pretty tight if you already listened to them, huh? And you'd be like, fuck yeah, I've been waiting for some type of music with a video behind it. Yeah, all right. Well, let me check out this fucking audio real quick, and then I'll give you some context on what this little segment's about. So yeah, man, if the shoe fits, fucking wear it. We're having enormous technical difficulties.
It's fucking, dude. It's a trip. So, anyways, where we write these songs it's not for people. It's not by people. It's not for us. If there's any sense of it's for us, is because I love fucking mixing words in a way that some people are like, whoa. This has always been my goal, is for you to hear a rhyme, whether it's even, like, I want it to be so good of a rhyme that even if there was no beat behind it, you would want to hear it. Because my goal when I write a rhyme, sometimes I'm just writing it, but there is at least one point in the mix of me writing where I want people to think, damn, I didn't even know that word rhymed with that word. I never thought that word rhymed with that word. I never thought that compound rhyme would rhyme with that word. And that's what I like to do because that's what I like to hear. Because a lot of people don't like lyrical rhymes, and you're the one who told me about the whole thing. I forgot who was in an interview with, but it really fucking kind of, you're the one who fucking brought to light this shit when you told me that you heard from an interview that this guy said that people don't like lyrical and old school rap anymore because they don't like to have to think.
Yeah.
But I'm a fan of having to like to think. I'm a fan of like having to be like, whoa, what was the hidden meaning of this? But a lot of people do just like the beat. Now, so what Los Locos we try to do is we try to get a beat that even if we didn't rap on it, you'd want to hear, that you would want to play and just listen to.
Obviously.
So even if we didn't have to rap, you would still be like, oh, this is a dope beat. Because that's what people like nowadays.
Yeah.
But then we try to spit lyrics where we want you to have to think. So it's for both sides of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
People who like the beat and people who just like the lyrics.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do a song with you guys, though, at one point.
That'd be crazy.
Shit would trip me out.
Fuck yeah. What were we, Linkin Park?
Yeah, dude, when you showed me that song, I was like...
I know you were, and I was honestly, I was really happy that you fucking liked it, because when I showed it to Efren, and Efren was like, whatever about it.
I liked it a lot, because it was plain and... It wasn't plain and simple. There were simple lyrics because there was such a good band behind it. That's what I'm saying. Is I could write something like that through just passion and not having to overcomplicate the lyrics, where I mean, like, I don't have to have crazy rhyme schemes, where I can literally have the same rhyme scheme, but as long as it has a meaning to it, and that's easy for me. But you guys have such a good band where I'm like I said, even if I wasn't rapping, people would want to hear it because the band.
Yeah, exactly. You know, my favorite line from that song, and it was the line that I was like, I think Andy would like this song because of this one line. And it was just, I hate everyone else's rhymes, but I hate my rhymes, but I hate everyone else's more. Yeah. And I was just like, that sounds like Andy.
I hate my rhymes, but I hate everyone else's more. And the beat cuts, yeah.
I was like, that's Andy right there.
Dude, yeah. So it's like, and I think the whole thing with that is like when people fucking ask me, like this past weekend, where they're just like, oh, this and that. They were asking me questions because of those pins. Mm-hmm. And, like, I don't want to sound... I try to draw a line from sounding cocky and trying to advertise.
Well, so that's the thing. It's like one time, on New Year's 2000... Going into 2017, I believe, Toilet played a show at a house party in Mammoth.
Right.
And, like, after that show, me and Efren ended up at this house.
Right.
And, Roy Klein came up to me, and he was just like,
yep.
He's just like, yo, dude, you're fucking big.
Shout out to Roy Klein.
He's like, how's your band doing? And I was standing next to Efren, and I was just like, I don't know, Efren, how's your band doing?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, this isn't just my band.
Right.
And I don't want to be like, I don't want to take, it's like, I don't want to take credit for something that I'm not really fully part of. Like,
yeah. What do you mean?
Well, so if someone said, hey, I like your podcast, I'd say, thank you. But if someone said, hey, I really like your song, and I'd be like...
That's more than you.
I would say thank you, but it'd be like, well, it's not just my song.
Right.
And that's what the thing was. It was like, it's like, how's your band doing? And it's just like, well, it's not my band.
Yeah.
It's like a band I'm in. And that's the thing is, like, you can kind of see it. You'll see people post... I do it now because I've thought about it. But there were times when it was just like, I wouldn't post on Facebook, be like, come check out my band. It'd be like, come check out the band I'm in.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
Yeah, you do that.
Because at one point, it feels like you're kind of discrediting
everyone else.
People the other people that are part of it.
Well, where I feel like when I fucking post shit is like, for instance, that show we did over there, which was just an open mic.
Oh, when you only posted your part?
But let me tell you why I did that, is because that's my account. So I'm going to post me. But not just that, is I knew Efren didn't like the way his came out. But for what I did rap and what I did post, I was proud of that. And so why would I not post it? Because the way I see my social media isn't for people; it's for me to document and advertise.
See, but that's your social media. That's not.
No, exactly.
That's not.
So I didn't post. I didn't post it on Los Lennys Loco.
But you did.
No, I didn't. I posted pictures.
Oh.
I posted pictures on Los Lennys. I posted those videos on mine.
Okay.
And
I thought I saw them on Los Lennys.
When I posted those pictures on Los Lennys, it was me and Efren. So I include both of us.
No, I get the pictures.
But the video, that was just me on mine. And the reason why I know for a fact I just posted me on mine is because I was very specific on just doing that. Because I knew Efren didn't like the way his came out and how he acted on stage. And, Efren would even say that. So, like, I knew that I was like, well, this was my first show.
Yeah.
And and I want to, and even if I was shitty, I'm the type of person that even if it was shitty, I'd want to document it.
Dude, I have mine and Efren's first show on my hard drive. It's like 24 minutes of a show we played as mine and Efren's first band. Fucking terrible.
Yeah. But you still posted it because you wanted to document.
I never posted it.
Oh, I thought you said you did. I thought you said I posted this.
No, I have it. I have it on my hard drive.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever post it.
Well, the reason why I post even bad times and good times is because
you don't know how long those files are going to be with you.
No. Is me personally is because I don't want to be biased and because I feel like the internet only shows the glory side to them.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So like with me is I always saw as I have big ambitions. If I ever blew up off of anything, I don't want like, and if I got it, so like let's say in the world where if Andy Salas ever got verified.
Okay.
Right? I wouldn't want them to be like, let's start your account all over from this.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I want to keep my account. Because when do you see young, like, because I know, like, okay, for example, Tom Holland. Tom Holland is like the same age as me, but he has a fucking fresh account. Do you think he didn't? There's no way. He had an Instagram before that, and you know they deleted that shit.
You know what's a good account to go to? He's dead now. Rest in peace, Young King Dave. But Young King Dave. So whenever he hit, his first video that went viral,
he started hitting stardom of all.
It's like it's fucking nice out. Let's go smoke some fucking doinks.
You got loud, I got loud.
So I remember one time I was just like, I'm gonna go to this fucking dude's Instagram. So I went and I scrolled to the bottom of.
You can see it.
I scrolled to the bottom of his Instagram. You click on his first fucking post. It's like fucking 3 likes, and it's just like.
So that's what I want.
That's humbling.
That's so how I have like. A lot of people start over their Instagram, and you're one person that also doesn't do it.
I've started cleaning it up to the point where it's just like.
But you have a lot, man. Like, you have a lot of posts,
dude. I've got like over
you maybe,
1,000.
And the crazy
posts.
thing is, you maybe only have a few months before I ever got on Instagram.
That's crazy because I was like 16 when I got on Instagram.
When I got on, well, then it might have been before that. But the only reason why I try to ask myself this: would I have ever gone on Instagram if it wasn't for a girl I was dating? I don't know, and if I did, it would have.
At one point you would have.
No. That's what I'm saying. It would have been a matter of when.
Yeah, but
and I don't think it would have been till recently. And the reason why I say that is because I don't think she was the one who was like, "Hey, get Snapchat and Instagram." Do you know what that is? No, she made my account. I had the same Instagram name up until last week. I changed it.
I just saw that.
And even the Snapchat is the same name, the same password, and everything for both of them. Right.
All right.
So I try to think. When would I have joined? Because it would have been inevitable that I would have. And to be honest with you, I wasn't confident during that time joining, but even during that time, there was no one who was Instagram famous because it just started. Yeah. So there was no glorified Instagram famous people. Exactly. So I wouldn't have nothing to compare myself to.
Yep.
So I wouldn't have been as embarrassed to post shit, hence the reason why I have horrible posts from back then.
Yeah.
And the way I describe my early posts is I see it as something that should have just been Snapchat for 24 hours and deleted.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, because I have like things of where I was in high school and it was my lunch and I was like Mountain Dew and fucking a bologna sandwich. I literally have that picture.
Yeah, I've gone through and I was just like, I saw shit that I posted like of stuff like that just like. Because
but you also have great pictures of you and Amara, like from your fucking high school days still.
Oh, of course.
And when you repost that, it gives me chills because I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have saved shit like that. I don't have anything like that. It's literally like my skateboard, and I'm like, can't wait to skateboard today.
Right? It's fucking. Well, you didn't. I assume you didn't really have much going on.
But I didn't think of it how I think of it now as like a file saver.
That's exactly how that is 100%. One of the reasons why I never deleted photos off my Instagram was because I was like, I'm going to want to go back and just like, oh, I remember that moment.
Right.
That was fucking crazy. There's a picture of Efren on my fucking Instagram. I'm pretty sure it's still on there. Mm-hmm. But it was of this time back in like fucking 2000. It was back in 2012. We're still having technical difficulties. Yeah. Either way, it was like back in 2012. And me and Efren are getting ready to go walk into the desert to go smoke some stuff.
This is one of your earliest posts, you're saying?
It's fucking way deep down there. But it's like, it's a picture of Efren. And he's just going like, and I was just like, fucking hooker. That was the caption.
The caption of it.
And it's funny because every time I fucking look at that picture, I remember me and Efren walking to the desert,
spot.
and I'm just like, I remember taking that picture, and
That's awesome.
that's crazy. That's what's crazy. And I don't want to lose. Like, I deleted all the posts of like random stuff that I was obviously just trying to post.
That's
and
why
get
I didn't
likes.
do that, bro. Because I never posted for likes. I posted for just to post. Literally, I could say this. Up until recently, I've never posted for likes, and I'll tell you why I recently started posting for likes. Is to advertise artwork and photography.
Yeah.
And because I started recently, the last year and a half, started understanding the power of the hashtag and understanding that this is free advertisement. If I hashtag this and it gets enough likes, that means it reaches a wider crowd, and that gets me out there more. Exactly. And just like someone who used to put up flyers and someone who used to hustle themselves, that's me doing that, but on the internet. So I used to hate on people who'd be like, oh, you're just doing this for likes. But now I do it for likes because I want to put myself out there.
Well, yeah, you're trying to sell something.
Exactly.
At the same time.
So, but I could, if you could literally go on my Instagram right now, you could point to a post, and like you said, even my first one, I could right now on the spot, I could tell you what my first post was. It was when I just moved on the Air Force Base. I just set up my room, and I just set up this small desk about this big, and I had 3 Thrasher magazines, I had some tech decks, and I had like 5 bottles of Mountain Dew, and I had a picture of Tori Pudwell. And I don't remember what the fucking caption was, but I remember that was my, and then it was a fucking Eminem poster. And I remember being like, something like,
what album? What Eminem album?
Oh, it was
Recovery.
It was Recovery because it was the Not Afraid poster where he's like I think he's flipping off the camera and he's wearing a leather jacket and it's a white background and it says Recovery at the bottom right there. No, it doesn't say Recovery. It says Recovery, but it says Not Afraid in big text and it's in baby blue. And I remember that poster so much because I still have it because even before then I had that poster for fucking years before that.
Yeah.
But I remember that post so clear. And I don't even know why I posted that. Because, like I said, that chick made that account for me. And the only reason why she made that account and that Snapchat for me was because it was like a long-distance relationship. Yeah. But in the same city. But, I mean, we don't have cars, so it was
same
like long
city
distance.
Or same state?
City.
Okay.
Because it was when I was living in Tucson. She was also living in Tucson. But, like I said, I didn't have a car, so I could never see her.
All right.
And
you were like also 12, 13, 9?
I was actually 13, turning 14.
All right.
And she only made it so we could keep in contact.
Okay.
I didn't understand the whole posting thing, and but I will say this: I don't even know why I posted that. I think it's because I was going along with the herd, where I'm like, "Oh, you post on this app," but that's where I'm saying that's where I got it skewed. That's why a lot of my posts at the beginning, like if you go to it nowadays, you'll be like, "That looks like a Snapchat I'd see." And I hate it, bro. No. I have so many posts that I hate, but I
scrolled through your fucking Instagram, and I was just like. Young kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was just like, okay, I've been, it's me, a 2-year Instagram veteran, going over like, I was like, I wouldn't post that.
Right. I mean, that's what everyone says nowadays. Well, exactly. You see a post and you're like, I wouldn't post that, bro.
Like,
no, there's even newer posts that you see.
Okay, so you see that with like older people.
Right.
You know, these older people that are just starting to get into social media, they're sharing all these memes that say like...
But even grungy people
it's like,
if
you love Jesus, share this post. You see all these older people sharing those posts because guess what? Mm-hmm. They never forwarded text messages like saying, if you don't send this text message, you're going to be haunted or God doesn't love you.
Yo, so that's crazy you say that because I had a conversation with someone who's more social media knowledgeable than us.
Yeah.
Because, okay, look at this. Let's state someone like let's say Chris Soto. This ain't an insult, or Aaron Sims. Okay. Their knowledge on Instagram and social media is we're kind of like way beyond them. We understand it way more than them because we understand the power of the hashtag. We understand the power of advertisement.
Yeah, we understand the financial purpose.
Okay.
Of
yes.
It, yeah.
Now there's people like Instagram famous. Now there aren't celebrities, but they're strictly social media famous people.
Yeah,
and they're beyond us because we're not social media famous, right?
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. It goes in layers. Well, I would say that there's like people I know that are like just happen to be female that know how to work like hashtags and photos where they get a lot more likes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Not just because they look good. You know, they're beautiful people. This and that, whatever.
And that's where the episode ended. Yeah. We were talking about social media. Huh. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. So interesting. Yeah, that was a lot longer of a clip than I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, we realized about 2 hours in that we still had not gotten to like these typical questions I like to ask my guests. But we sprinkled music throughout, and it was mostly an interview about life, huh? Or just good times and friendship. It was just two friends talking. We'll do another podcast where we actually finish everything. Well, where everything actually gets saved. I've got some other interviews coming up this month. I have them already lined out and ready to go, and I'm excited for that. So keep your ears to the ground. More interviews to come. July is going to be a good month for the Lopez Podcast and for 85631 Productions. We're getting it. We're doing cool things. We're going to have content out the ass, hopefully, this summer. And that is a promise to you. If it's podcasts, if it's music, or if it's videos. Maybe they're music videos. Maybe they're podcast videos. Maybe we're going to start live streaming podcasts. Oh, we just need the internet. We just need the setting and the environment. Hopefully everything will start to fall together really quickly. All right. Thanks for fucking listening. This is the Lopez Podcast. You just listened to the lost episode. A part of the lost episode, and no one will ever know anything else about it unless we talk about it the next time we hang out and have an episode together. All right, thank you for listening to this little section. If you want to follow us on Facebook, you can find more information at facebook.com/85six31 Productions. You can also follow us on Instagram at 85six31. Hashtag the Lopez Podcast. Hashtags work. We were just talking about how hashtags really do work. They do work. We're sponsored by hashtags. All right. Thanks for listening. Go check out a bunch of other things. Go check out the 85631 Productions YouTube page. We've got music on there. We've got a few videos on there, and we've got podcasts on there. Go check it out and go watch some stuff. Go listen to some things. All right, have a good day or night or morning or wherever it is, whatever time zone it is, whatever country it is, whatever you do. As long as you're listening to this, you're all right in my book. All right, take it easy.